Hi guys, this is the first episode of TechBuddy podcast. On this show, I'm gonna talk about the most interesting news in the tech world. My name is Andrew, and let's go! In this episode, we're gonna talk about Boston Dynamics, Samsung Galaxy S21 official release date, and SpaceX Starship prototype. So, let's start. Hyundai Motor will acquire Boston Dynamics for nearly $1 billion. And that's interesting how robotics has become a bigger focus for Hyundai since Chang Yu-san was named chairman in October. The company has since said robotics will account for 20% of its future business. And that's huge because Hyundai Robotics was founded in 2017, but officially launched only this year. Well, it's not yet clear how Boston Dynamics will fit into Hyundai, which becomes the third owner of Boston Dynamics, by the way, and that's just in 7 years. The company was acquired by Google in 2013 as I remember, and sold to SoftBank Group in 2017. But the Japanese conglomerate is selling off non-core business assets after it was hit hard by a series of sword bets. As you remember, WeWork startup failed really hard and other bad investments, But anyway, SoftBank sold ARM, that's huge British semiconductor company. They sold it to Nvidia for like $40 billion, and now they're selling the Boston Dynamics. So basically, Hyundai is focusing on robotics, and obviously the technologies developed by Boston Dynamics will have a huge boost for Hyundai's robotic group. The next topic is the Samsung Galaxy S21 release date. The official store confirmed that January 14 is the release date of new Samsung Galaxy S21. It's been rumored for a while that the Samsung Galaxy S21 would be announced on January 14, and now it's more or less been confirmed thanks to Samsung store in India. Samsung Galaxy S21, S1 Plus, and Galaxy S21 Ultra will all be announced on that date, then go on sale in a week or so later. They don't state the exact on sale date, and it may vary depending on country anyway, but it's likely in any case that you'll be able to get your hands on the phones from late January. The store also claims that Galaxy S21 Ultra has 108 megapixels main camera, two 10 megapixels cameras, one of which will allow you something like 10x optical zoom. So there is nothing really new here, but coming from a Samsung store, this is very close to a confirmation. That said, it's presumably information that the store shouldn't have let slip, so we would still take it with a tiny pinch of salt until Samsung makes a more official statement. So let's see. And the last topic for today is the Starship launch that happened this week. So, Starship rocket was destroyed in the accident, while the Starship itself is a prototype for the heavy lifting launch vehicle being developed by SpaceX. And the idea behind this launch is to carry humans and 100 tons of cargo on future missions to the Moon and Mars. The self-guided rocket blew up as it touched down on the landing pad following a controlled descent. The test flight had been intended to reach an altitude of 41,000 feet, propelled by 3 of SpaceX's newly developed Raptor engines for the first time. But the company left unclear whether the rocket had flown that high. Musk said in a tweet immediately following the landing mishap that the rocket's quote-unquote fuel header tank pressure was low during descent, causing touchdown velocity to be high. Basically, that means that most of the functions of a prototype work well, except that one small thing. Also, Musk added that SpaceX had obtained all the needed data from the test and hailed the rocket's ascent phase a success. SpaceX made its first attempt to launch Starship a day before, but the problem with its Raptor engines forced an automatic abort just 1 second before liftoff. Well, anyway, it's a huge success for a company, and the Starship prototype confirmed that such kind of heavy lift launches is possible. SpaceX heavily relies on the Starship rocket. It's the company's next generation fully reusable launch vehicle and the center of Musk's ambitions to make human space travel more affordable. Well, let's wish him the best, and looking forward to new successful launches and landings, of course. So guys, that's pretty much it for today. I'm really excited about the next week and new interesting things to happen in the tech world. So thanks everybody for listening. I'll see you. Bye.